Let's go. There's wolf spiders in here.
Certified Australia.
Nope. No, thank you. I'm gone.
Spiderweb the size of the...
Goodbye. I did not see it. Not going to that one. That's a scary bird. Ah, that's a dangerous tree. Oi, don't thicken me.
The United States of America.
Bang. Okay, for the YouTube people, I am sick. So I'm gonna sound a little bleh. Bleh. Let's go.
Has a gun. No, this isn't
Bang.
Fortnite skin. This is a real f***ing animal, and it's called the pistol shrimp. Now, unsurprisingly,
Okay, here we go.
being named after a firearm, of course it's f***ing native to the United States of America. Where the f*** else do you think you were going to find it? However, they can actually be found expressing their Second Amendment rights over the majority of the globe too. Now, coming in at a huge 2 inches, it is not the size of his body that makes him special, but the caliber of the big iron on his hip. Or should I say big claw?
Big
You see,
claw.
that oversized right pincher isn't just because he forgot to, switch hands while doing homework. No, mate, that claw is basically fucking Mega Man's arm cannon. But last I checked, they can't call in an ammo resupply under the sea. So how does the claw become a gun?
He clicks his fingers, if I recall. Isn't it that he's the way he snaps his finger? Snaps his claw? Makes like a pressured explosion?
The answer is bubble. You see, these bad boys hunt smaller shrimp, and they start that hunt by jumping off the f***ing battle bus and looking for prey. Once they get within effective range, they will literally cock their claw like the hammer on a revolver. Weapon ready, they line up the shot, take aim, and...
Counter-terrorists win.
They snap their claws together so f***ing fast, it causes an underwater vacuum, creating an explosive cavitation bubble hotter than the surface of the sun. This bubble is then launched at the enemy at over 100k an hour. The bubble then connects with the smaller shrimp and f***ing flashbangs it. This either kills it outright or stuns it long enough to be consumed. Poor little fucker got quick-scoped by Faye Shrimp.
Faye Shrimp! I love it.
This shrimp, this pond, is hiding...
These are cranberries. There's wolf spiders in here. And other spiders.
something scary. No, not that. It's worse. You see, these are cranberries, a small red fruit used
I knew it. It's the cranberry spiders.
juice, sauces, and even alcohol. However, unlike many fruits which grow in luscious green fields, cranberries grow in a fucking swamp. However, sharing a postcode with Shrek doesn't exempt cranberries from pest control issues. But rather than dumping enough toxic chemicals on the cranberry bog to qualify it as a League of Legends lobby, cranberry farmers decided to use a more interesting form of pest control. Fucking wolf spiders. That's right, in order to prevent a horde of bugs from devouring these innocent cranberries, our brave hell spiders are deployed to the field to protect against...
What's crazy is they don't do that. Wolf spiders are just naturally attracted to cranberry fields. And they're the reason they don't need pest control. Because wolf spiders scare every little living goddamn thing.
against the horde. Which
Everything.
works great. Until they flood the fields to harvest the cranberries. at which point the highly venomous wolf spiders start to look for the closest high point. And if you're picking the berries, that's you.
You're the high point.
This pond is hiding something scary. I want you to imagine you're cave diving. You turn a corner and see a spider web the size of the fucking wall.
All right, chat, we're killing Lock-On. He called this more cute things. It's been 3 spiders.
I regret to inform you that no, this is not fake. This is an actual photo from the inside of a cave on the Greek-Albanian border, where scientists have discovered the world's largest spider web, located in a portion of the cave crammed to the brim with sulfur that has quite literally never seen the light of God. This wall of white sticky stuff spans 1,100 square fucking feet. That is the size of a 2-bedroom fucking house. However, finding the average Australian home on the wall of a cave at Y11 brings up a far scarier question. What the fuck built it? Well, to the relief of many, no, we did not discover a giant spider lair. Nor is this the result of a single spider with creative mode and world edit. No, it's far fucking worse. Because this web is the arachnid equivalent of getting the boys on for a 2-week Minecraft phase. Because this web is a collaborative effort. It was built by 111,000 fucking spiders. I want you to imagine you're cave diving. You turn a corner and see a spider web the size of the fucking wall.
Nope. No, thank you. I'm gone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That isn't a tree. It's a fucking bird. Introducing the tawny frogmouth, a species of bird found in the land down under, and Australia's very own avian equivalent of a maxed out Skyrim stealth build. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, it can't be that stealthy. I can see it. Yeah, you can. You can see that one. Did you see the one right fucking next to it? Now, the important question is, why the fuck do these things have predator camo? Well, this...
I did not see it. I'm gonna be honest. I did not see it.
2 reasons. First of all being, it's fucking Australia. You see, these bad boys are primarily nocturnal, staying on the move during the night and dive bombing unaware insects to meet their bulking goals. However, that means that during the day, they sleep. And in a country where at any point you can be bitten, mauled, stung, or fucking drop-kicked to death, laying down in the wrong spot can turn a short nap into the forever sleep. So, in order to prevent themselves from becoming an item on a Snake's KFC order, these tactical chickens evolved a ghillie suit to basically allow them to fucking disappear. Being practically invisible allows them to unlock their second passive, fucking DoorDash. You see, these guys are so fucking good at cosplaying a stick that not only do predators mistake them for Groot, but so does their prey. And so, whenever they take a nap, they just leave their mouths open a little bit. And whenever some poor ant just tries to walk his way to work, he instead DoorDashes himself directly into its fucking mouth. That isn't a tree.
That's a scary bird.
Australia just found
Scary
a
bird.
new insect.
Stop finding insects, Australia. Every time you find one, I'm more terrified of you than I already am. I mean, I'm totally never coming to you anyways, but still.
And in a certified Australia moment, it is unironically called the fucking Lucifer bee.
Not going to that one.
Of course we have the Satan bee. The snakes and the spiders and the f***ing dinosaurs weren't enough. No. Now I gotta dodge a rejected doom enemy on my walk to work. Discovered in the closest climate to hell on Earth, Western Australia, these bad boys were named after the Lord of Hell for 2 reasons. The first of which being the giant f***ing demon horns bolted to their heads. Now, those horns aren't just there to look scary. They're actually a defensive mechanism to protect the demon bees from bigger predators. However, only the ladies of the species stay strapped, as the horns are only found on females, meaning a more accurate name for these absolute girl bosses is the Karlak bee. But a pair of spirit Halloween horns can't be the only reason they're named after the devil, right? I mean, there's gotta be f***ing something else. Like, do they spit fire? Maybe they've got a pitchfork for a stinger that injects you with f***ing acid venom. The answer to that is, no. It's a normal f***ing honeybee. The actual reason is that lead researcher, Dr. Kit Prendergast, was watching the f***ing Netflix show.
Biggest cock I've ever seen.
And this isn't even the first time she's done something like this. She named another species after her pet dog. F***ing based. Australia has dancing
We're agreed that we're killing Lock-On, right, guys?
spiders. Allow me to introduce you to the land down under's most fabulous arachnid, the peacock spider. Now, this 8-legged pride flag is not remotely dangerous to humans. It's got 4 venom, tiny fangs, and as far as size goes, they're the spider equivalent of a f***ing gnome.
So they're another species of jumping spider?
What makes these little guys interesting is their love lives. You see, not unlike normal peacocks, it's only the males of the species that are running the RGB gamer lights. But why are they built like a Razer laptop? Well, because spiders can't just post up with a dead fly on Tinder and start swiping. No, the boys here have to attract a lady the old-fashioned way. Shake an ass. You see, in order to find a mate,
God damn it.
peacock spiders head out to the club and find a lady across the dance floor. They then lock eyes with her, and as the song changes, they raise that coloured dump truck to the sky, start playing Dance Dance f***ing Revolution, baby. Now, as he dances, the female spider watches very closely, not only paying attention to the movements of the dance, but also the f***ing vibrations. And if our protagonist here can nail Osu Valentine's Edition just right, the female spider will slowly approach, lean in for a kiss, and... But, here's the thing. If he f***ed up the dance, he fails the charisma check. And if he f***s the charisma check, he's no longer boyfriend material. He's a f***ing Happy Meal.
And all the time that you wasting over bridges, but...
Australia has...
Brings new meaning to the definition of no riz.
This turtle
That's not a turtle, that's a dinosaur.
breathes through its butt.
What happens when it farts? What happens when it farts?
No, this is not a joke. This is a Fitzroy River turtle, native to the land down under, and as with most of the shit found in God's drafts folder, its existence begs a single question. Fucking why? Well, these little guys are freshwater bottom feeders, snatching and consuming the children of aquatic insects and munching down on the occasional ribbonweed salad. And, as with most river turtle species, this requires them to spend most of their time in the water. Now, rather than doing what most turtles do and developing an insane lung capacity, the Fitzroy decided to evolve a set of gills alongside their lungs to allow them to stay underwater for 3 weeks at a time.
Hello, how are you?
3 weeks later.
I am under the water.
I am under the water.
However, when placing the gills, God was absolutely fucking plastered. And instead of placing them on the neck like a normal animal, he slipped on a beer can and not only placed them on its ass, but inside of it. And you know what makes this even worse? Turtles do not have a single purpose hole like you or me. They have a cloaca, which is the fucking Swiss Army knife of holes. This means that Fitzroy River turtles shit, piss, breathe, and fucking mate out of the same hole. This turtle breathes.
I mean, based?
This tree grows grenades. You see, this is a sandbox tree.
That's a dangerous tree.
Native to South America, and before we even address the frag grenades growing in the branches, we are going to start at the bottom of the tree, because I feel it's important that you understand that this tree was designed from the roots up by God himself to fucking hurt you. Growing up to a staggering 60 meters in height. The first
That's a huge tree.
phase of the fucking boss fight that is this tree is the giant inch-long rock solid.
Don't say that.
Combat.
Don't say
knife
you'll give Chad a
covering the thing
cloaca.
from top to bottom. Now, if Groot's cousin being armed like the average British resident was not enough to stop you from getting too close, touching the tree will immediately make you realise it is not ribbed for your pleasure. It's for your fucking poison. Yep, as if the spikes weren't enough, the sap of the sandbox tree is very fucking toxic, causing severe itching and rashes on contact, and if you some fucking how get it into your eye, it will temporarily blind you. That all pales in comparison to what you came here for. The reason, the other name for this thing, is the fucking dynamite tree. The fruit. You see, these fruits aren't meant to be eaten. In fact, they're poisonous. Put it in your mouth, you'll cramp up, vomit, and shit yourself. No, they are made to spread the seeds of the sandbox tree in the most American way humanly possible.
Diagnosis.
Explosions.
You're infected with the Chibi virus. Treatment available. Thickening the boca.
Oi, don't thicken me.
The fruits are basically seed-filled time bombs. As once mature, they begin to dry out. As they dry, they shrink, and they slowly begin bending against their stems. The tension gets too high, snaps the fibers holding it against the stem, and the whole thing explodes like a fucking frag grenade, sending seeds flying up to 240 kilometers an hour. This tree.
Death the tree. Oi, don't put an air hose in me.
This
You weirdos. Stop it. Stop giving YouTube chat weird ideas. Oh, and by the way, guys. The 1st of December, we'll start the wonderful subathon, donathon, chaos. Will envelop the world in December. Okay, bye now.